Hello, it's Bibi Cameron here, and today I have a different project for you. It's a kind of sewing project, but I think anybody can make it. It is very easy and it's to show you how to use your Framelits die to cut felt. But honestly, you can make anything, and this is just an example of the many things you can make. I'm going to use ball butterfly frameless dies. In the package you will get two butterflies. They are stunning, and you get this large butterfly and you also get the small one. I'm going to use the large one today. When you use the die to cut paper, this is the result. They are framelits, so it creates this frame all around the edge of the shape, and it's just super beautiful. I just love them. And this is the small butterfly die. I'm going to show you another example on paper. This is the small butterfly and this is the large butterfly die. So today I'm going to make a very easy scarf. This is a butterfly already cut with the die. This is regular felt I got on Hobbycraft, and this is the fabric I'm going to use. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim the felt to the size of the die. I do this because I think I save material somehow, but you can do it your way. You can find your own way to work with the materials. This is not difficult, so this is just my way to do the things. It's just one way. And I'm going to cut here 3, so I have 3 butterflies then, and I'm going to use this yellow felt. I have to admit these are not my favorite colors, but I just have them in my house, so I wanted to use them to make this demonstration and to show you how to cut the felt with the dies. I'm sure this project will look absolutely fantastic and nice in another colors, but for the demonstration these colors do the job. I'm going to use my cutlet box today. This embossing machine might need a special adapter when you are using frameless dies or when you are using thinlits dies, or sometimes you need to pass the die through the machine 3 times to cut the materials, which is not ideal. So I just create a homemade adapter. I show it in another video, but basically it's a piece of cardstock and I just laminate it with a laminator. I use a laminator to create it. It does the work perfectly, and as you see here, it cuts in once. You don't need to do it 2 or 3 times, just one time and it's done. If I don't use my homemade adapter, I will need to pass the die through the machine 2 or 3 times, and I'm sure many of you have that issue, and I just found this way to do it. It's not the way. Cutlet box and also CC's sell adapters. The name is Solo Adapter, but I just made this one, and it cuts perfectly. It helped me to do the job. I didn't have to pay anything for it. I think it's $10 or £13 in the UK, but I just save some pennies making my own, and I have plenty of them. So it's just laminating a piece of cardstock, 210 grams piece of cardstock, and using laminator pouches. So it's very easy. And now I'm using my C6 glue to cut with the die, and I don't need any adapter. For sure, a Stampin Up big shot machine won't need the adapter. Some of the machines will need it, and I just use the other one to show you that you can do it with any embossing machine. So this is not a secret. You can cut felt embellishments for your projects with these dies using any embossing machine. So I just finished cutting my butterflies. I got these ones here. Now I'm going to start making the scarf. This is a jersey fabric. I got it from eBay, £3 half meter, with including postage and everything, so it's super cheap. And it's stretchy. As you can see, you need a stretchy fabric. I was thinking that you can recycle some of your husband t-shirts to make this project. It's a kind of nice project for Christmas, for small Christmas presents. And trust me in this one, the color of jersey you use and the color of embellishment you use to complete the project will make this a very nice scarf. Now I'm going to measure the fabric. It measures 11 inches. That's 28 centimeters. and the width is 30 inches because this is folded in half, as you see here, or 72 centimeters. This is an estimate measurement. This is a small scarf, but you can make larger and thicker scarves as well. And now, after cutting my fabric in a rectangle, I'm going to sew these edges here, just like that. I can do it using my sewing machine or by hand. And I'm going to use my sewing machine because it's quicker. So you can use a straight stitch or a zigzag stitch. This is a stretch fabric. In this opportunity I'm going to use a zigzag stitch, but honestly it doesn't make any difference. This is a hem, it's a kind of hem, so you don't need to be worried about that. You can see here, this is a zigzag, and that's it. Okay, I just finished sewing here, all this way here, and I'm going to sew again. Just going to make one like that and like that, and I'm going to sew here. And because this is a top stitch, I'm going to use a straight stitch to finish this hem, but you can find your own way to make this hem. There is not a rule. Any way you know to make hems, that's okay. It will work. And once I finish sewing my hem, I'm going to trim strips. I'm going to use this rule as a guide, and I can use scissors as I'm doing here. Or I can also use a rotatory cutter. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm showing just, this is my rotatory cutter, and it's kind of easy to use. But sometimes it happens with this fabric, that it doesn't cut straight away, so you need your scissors. And sometimes when you make enough pressure to cut, it will cut perfectly. So I'm going to go with my rotatory cutter to cut this. And you will need to cut as many strips of fabric as possible. And this is what we have. All we have to do next is stretch and stretch the fabric to give shape to this scarf. Then you have to keep stretching and stretching, and the whole time you will have to stretch this fabric. And there is something we need to do to finish this scarf, which is making a kind of, I don't know how to say that in English, but it's to finish this part here, which is the back of the neck. I will show you two options. And the first one is wrapping the fabric around like that, just like I'm doing here. You just grab this, and at the end you sew that with the hand. You hand stitch some stitches there, and it will keep that shape. And you will need to keep stretching and stretching this fabric. Don't be scared to pull hard, or because it will keep a nice shape. And I have a second option, which is just folding the fabric in two. It's just like I'm going to do here. And one, and then you fold it like that, just in two. Kind of difficult to say that in words, it's better showing you. And then I'm going to stitch all over this area. That's what I'm going to do now. As you see, you don't need to be an expert to do this. It's just a simple hand stitch, and it's just to keep those fabrics together, and that's it. I use black thread. I should use blue thread, but well, it's done. You barely can see this thing. It's going to be in the back of the scarf, so this is it. Okay, and now the fun part, and when you start decorating or embellishment this, is you're going to paste these butterflies in different strips of the scarf, with different colors. And here I just finished attaching the butterflies to the scarf. I'm going to show you how I did it. I did it by hand, and I just positioning the butterfly on top of one strip of the scarf, and I'm using a button here. You cannot use the button, you could just do it differently. And I'm just going to do it this way, just like you normally attach buttons to any kind of project. But I'm going to open this strip like that, so when I finish sewing, and you will see, you won't be able to see the stitches. And you cut the excess of thread, you pull up this fabric like that, and that's it. I've finished. This scarf is finished. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and remember, the colors makes a big difference. I know these are not an appealing color, they are not so beautiful, but I have seen these projects in different colors in my country and they look kind of cool. So I hope you can make something related to this project. If you want to get the dies, you can click in the link here and you will have access to my blog. In my blog there is another projects, more pictures and more ideas for you. Thank you very much for watching and happy crafting.